please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Foo Fighters, Everlong. Let's start with this intro riff, and this is also, like the basic riff of the song, like the verse riff, all that. Just the only difference is the intro. It's, nice clean tone. And before anything here, this is a drop D song. So just take the low E, drop it down a whole step till we get the D, A, D, G, B, E. Okay. All right, so like I said, the intro is clean. The verse, put some distortion on it. In the first chord, it's essentially a D major 7, and we're just really shuffling here with the picking, strumming. We'll hit a couple of open low Ds, and then we'll hit this 9A, 11D. And this is, real loose, can be a little bit arbitrary, no big deal. So, like I said, we're just kind of shuffling in and out of those bass notes and the fretted notes here. So, maybe hit the bass note again, couple strums on the 9 and 11, hit the bass note, couple strums on 9 and 11. Okay, and you want to do about 2 measures of that D major 7, just like that. And then we shift to the B suspended second, which basically all we do is just make that open low D a 9. Keep the 9A, 11D. And 2 measures, kind of that same shuffling strum. And we shift down now to a G suspended second, which is that same shape, just down now. 5 on the low D, 5 on the A with the 7 on the middle D. And it's just 1 measure of that. And then we just slide it right back to the B suspended second with the 9s and then the 11D. 2 measures there. The second guitar for the intro just kind of comes in with some big distorted chords, and then just kind of joins the first guitar towards the second half of it. So it'll do this, big voicing of a D major 7, where we just hit 4 on the low D, open A, 4 middle D, and we can add that 6 on the G. And like I said, we got, distortion on this one, so we just hit that, let it ring. Just before the second measure of it's out, we hit it, quick little open on the low D and the A, end up on the 9s for that B. Right, and we just drop down to the G suspended second, 5s on the low D and the A with the 7 on the middle D. Hit it once, and then we hit it just before that measures out, bring it up back to the 9s and the 11, and then we just start strumming with the 8th notes there. The second part of the intro, when all the instruments come in and we're just we're rocking along, there's a second guitar that comes in, and it's doing an interesting little riff where it's doing these real long sounding chord names. It's really not that big a deal. We're here at 9 on the A, 11D, 9G, and this is nice distorted too. And we're just doing these real short kind of staccato strums. All right, and you want to do about 6 of them, and then we just take our pinky and we make that 9 on the G and 11, and then come back to the 9. All right, you go through that a couple times, and then it would shift down to this G, and we're just going to do 5 on the A, 7 on the D, middle D, and the 6 on the G. And it's just 4 strums there. And then just bring it back up to the 9, 11, 9, and repeat that same initial riff we did. For the chorus, we do this octave scaling up thing. It's kind of just based around a D chord here. And we'll see this again later, or something close to it. But we'll be on, we want to keep an open low D and an open middle D throughout this. We just change the A and the G string with an octave. So initially it's 4A, 6G, 3 strums, up a fret, 5 and 7 for 3 strums, up a couple frets to 7 and 9, hit about 3 strums there, and then we'll end up on 9A, 11G, hang out there for about 4 strums, do a quick 10 and 12, and then 12 and 14. So just bringing it all the way up. Okay, that type of deal. And we would land on 7s on the DAD for an A chord, and we just, rock that out for a measure. You can throw in a quick little transitional open low D to get back to it again. So we just go through that scale and then the 7s a couple times. We would do that scale once more. After that third time, it just transitions right into the chorus. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.